Hello and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about John Owen's book, Communion with God. We are in part 2, chapter 2 of this book. And in part 2 of the book, John Owen focuses on our communion that we can have with Jesus, the Son of God. And in this video, we're looking at the topic of the beauty of Jesus. This is the second video about the beauty of Jesus. We did a video the last time about this, and we looked at, in this section of the book, Owen is looking at the personal excellence of Jesus in 3 points. And we looked at the first 2 points in the last video. And if you haven't seen that video yet, you might want to go back and look at that first. But today we're looking at the third point. And the third reason and the third way that we see the excellency of Jesus is the excellency of Jesus to endear. That is to help our hearts go out to Him, to count Him dear to us. And your soul will come to see that Jesus provides all that you truly need. That's what he's really up to in this section. There are many needs that you have. You have so many needs. Now, sometimes we are confused about the things that we want and need, but once you realize what you truly need, you will see that Jesus provides every single one of them. And Owen, when he talks about this, speaks about some of the needs we might have. He says about a person, is he dead? Christ is life. Is he weak? Christ is the power of God and the wisdom of God. Hath he a sense of guilt upon him? Christ is complete righteousness, the Lord our righteousness even. Many poor creatures are sensible of their wants, but know not where their remedy lies. Indeed, whether it be life or light, power or joy, all is wrapped up in Him. That is in Jesus. In Jesus, there's everything that we need. And those of us who are spiritually dead and are not wise, Jesus provides a spiritual life. He provides wisdom. He provides all we need for life and godliness. Jesus provides it all. And once we see that Jesus provides all that we truly need, we will just love Him so much. Thank you, Jesus, that you provide every single thing that my soul needs. So Jesus, Owen's main point then is that Jesus meets all the needs of your eternal soul. And once you see this, then He will become very desirable to you. He will become altogether lovely to you. And he says then that those who, though, despise Christ don't know Him. And by that, you might think, well, he means that they're not saved. Well, yeah, that's true. But they also don't really truly understand Jesus. If you truly understand who He is and all the great things He believes, that He brings, if you knew everything that He offered and all the problems that He could satisfy and solve for you, you would come to love Him. But you either don't think that He can meet your needs, or you don't fully understand the needs that Jesus came to solve. But if you really got to know Jesus, and it's a little bit of a challenge, if you really got to know Jesus, you would come to love Him. Too many, Owen believes, are chasing after the wrong thing. They're chasing after pleasure, or they're chasing after profit, or they're really just living for themselves. And they think, well, if I live my life in this way, I will be satisfied. But Owen says it will never satisfy like Christ will. And so he says, look, they won't provide the things that you really need. And he gives this challenge. He says, compare a little what you aim at or what you do with what you have already heard of Jesus. If anything you design be like to Him, if anything you desire be equal to Him, let him be rejected as one that hath neither form nor comeliness in him. But if indeed all your ways be but vanity and vexation of spirit in comparison to Him, why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? His challenge here is basically saying, look, Jesus, the things that you are going after will not satisfy you in the way that Jesus will. And they never really could. And so you just need to realize that you have never really been satisfied the way that you need to be satisfied. And the only way you'll find the satisfaction that your soul longs for is in Jesus Christ. He asks again, what have your idols given you? What have they given you? Let us see the peace, the quietness, the assurance of everlasting blessedness that they have given you. Have your idols given you peace? Have your idols given you quietness? Do they assure you that you will be blessed in an everlasting way because of your idols? Have they done any of that? No, they have not. Further, you fear that Christ will not give you what your soul longs for, right? And for only because you do not know Him. So again, if you knew Him, you would know He would give all that your soul needs. So go to Him now and beg that He might reveal Himself to you. Owen says, Oh, when he shall reveal himself to you and tell you he is Jesus whom you have slighted and refused, how it will break your hearts and make you mourn like a dove that you have neglected him. Again, go to Jesus, see how he can in fact satisfy you, see how he is all that your soul needs, and you will come to see the beauty of who he really is. So in summary then, Owen argues that Christ fully satisfies your soul, and he fully satisfies the soul of all who truly know him, right? If you don't find him lovely, you don't really know him. And so the challenge then is is venture on him. Dare to explore him, to find him, to pray for grace from him, to believe and see his beauty. And when God grants it by grace, through faith, you will come to know a satisfaction of soul and a delight in God that you previously thought could not exist, and yet can exist for all those who come to Christ through faith.